Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing Nuke.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Now, our topic for today is how good is Ryan Garcia? And once again, happy Labor Day. Now, it looks like here Ryan Garcia has just come off of a victory against Carlos Morales, where he defeated Carlos Morales in a majority decision over 10 rounds. In this particular fight, he was moving up in weight from junior lightweight. Basically, two of the judges had it by a wide margin. Basically, he dominated the whole fight until late in the 7th round. Morales basically hit him with a stiff jab. Garcia took the jab, and it wobbled him. You could see he was visually shaken. He was not the same. It did rock him, and it rocked him hard. At that point, Garcia kept battling back. He attended the hole. If you look at the CompuBox stats, Ryan Garcia connected with 142 of 382 punches, and that's about a 37% clip compared to Morales, who was 93 of 451 punches with 21% clip. So basically, Morales had more than half of his shots land in the final 4 rounds. So basically that means as Ryan Garcia dominated the first half, he faded late because he got hit with a good shot. He became more cautious and tentative, and he held on and was looking just to survive the fight at that point, not to continually be the aggressor. Morales came on late. Garcia dominated early. Garcia did do enough to win, in my opinion. I think he's a very special and talented fighter. Morales came on late, and so basically a lot of people have a problem with Garcia, saying, oh, how do you know he's a hype job? He's not ready for Gervonta Davis. And my thoughts to those people, they're clowns. They don't know shit about boxing. If you know boxing, you understand boxing. You understand that this guy's young. I believe he's only 20 years old. He's a very young guy. He needs time to develop, and he just moved up in weight. So he moved up to a little bit stiffer competition, moved up in weight. You can't expect this guy to be dominant completely throughout the fight, moving up in weight, being very young. This is where you make your mistakes. Within the next 2 to 3 years, Ryan Garcia will be a household name, will be one of the biggest and best fighters in the game. If you look at Ryan Garcia's fundamentals right now, they're already better than Tank Davis's. Tank Davis's number one thing is his power. Let's be honest. And no one's talking about when Tank Davis openly ducked Vasily Lomachenko. When Vasily Lomachenko kept calling out Tank Davis, wanting the fight, and Mayweather saying, no, we're not rushing into any fight. Tank is young. So let's turn the tables on that bullshit narrative and be 100% honest, because here at the IBFP, we got to come in unbiased. We got to come real with straight facts. Fuck the bullshit. Ryan Garcia is a talented young fighter who will be the next wave of superstars. And I believe Gervonta Davis is a very good fighter as well. But fundamentally, he's not as good. We've seen him get hit many, many times, and this is by much lesser competition. This is not moving up in weight. This is being okay at a certain weight. So Gervonta Tank Davis, until he takes a big challenge, I'm not going to put him head and shoulders above anyone. And fundamentally, skills-wise, he's not better than Ryan Garcia right now. Let's just be honest with ourselves. But his power is the great equalizer. His power is the thing that can get anybody out of there, including Ryan Garcia. I think it would be a mistake to put a Ryan Garcia in there with the Tank Davis at this point. I think it'll just be too early and foolish of his management if they were to do that. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya would do that. Looking at this kid, he stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall, and he's only 20 years old. Give him a few years to fill out. So he's at 20. By the time he's 23, he's going to be in more of a grown man build. He's going to have a more experience by fighting these older guys at higher weight classes. He has all the skills and physical capabilities to be an elite fighter, which I believe one day he will be. At some point, he will be fighting at 147, 154 pounds, maybe 160. But he will be fighting at a much higher weight class, and he will be basically another version of a Canelo Alvarez, if you look at it, but different, with more stamina, with very good boxing abilities. It just looks like here that in that fight against Carlos Morales, that might have just been too much for him. The devastating punches hurt him, gassed him, tired him out. But I think his next performance, being in the new weight, he'll settle into that weight. He'll be ready for that challenge, and he'll be ready to face better opposition. He's already shown the intelligence to hold when he needs to hold, to grab when he needs to grab. Since when in boxing do we criticize a fighter for doing what the smart thing to do is? Look at Floyd Mayweather when he fought Sugar Shane Mosley. Mosley rocked him. Mayweather grabbed him, covered him up, and survived. The next round, he came in and dominated every round after that in the fight. So we have to be realistic with our boxers and who they are. People make mistakes. Boxers at an elite level, when you move up and fight better competition, when you move up in weight, these things changes how you fight, the way you fight, and this guy's not used to taking those kind of shots. So you got to give him credit for being able to not only go in there and get the victory, but making sure he doesn't take any serious punishment, finding a way to win and overcoming that adversity. This is how young fighters gain that knowledge and experience that propels them in their future to the elite level. So when Ryan Garcia has a top level fight against a Tank Davis in the next 2 or 3 years, he'll be ready for it. This is what makes super fights. It's the time that you dig in on the small fights. These are the fights that build you for those big fights. Once again, thanks for tuning in, fight fans. Please subscribe to the channel for more great content. We will be uploading and updating you constantly. Please subscribe. Thanks.